With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go, 50, plant. Let's go, D. Hey, Delta.
Now Aikman on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. 2nd and 10. Aikman again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, echo. 50. Mike 50.
Now Aikman, 3rd and long. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Now Aikman to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. First down, here's Aikman. That's to Cook out of the backfield. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 55.
Aikman on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. And he's got a man. It's T.O. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. Protein, smell, smoke.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Aikman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Aikman, and the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Shoot.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
General West.
On 2nd down now, it's Allen, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. On 3rd down, it's Allen, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it here with Gordon. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Rocket.
Now a give right side. Jackson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Bo. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. And that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now a give right side. Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
6-6, pull it high. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down is Aikman. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marcus Allen there to make the grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this results in 6. Touchdown. The point after try for Gostkowski. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Man, that's trash. That's trash. You draw quarter.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Stenerud able to put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Gordon. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Looking deep in the direction of Coop. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And a huge play that time. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run on 1st down with Jackson. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Allen. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it. This is Allen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marcus Allen. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to pass. Aikman on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. It's Aikman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Aikman. He will find T.O. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Terrell Owens, 26 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for two. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Allen. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. So they bring out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. With it is Brown. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Lions will take over. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Aikman. He'll dump this off to Cook. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Aikman will throw. It's caught by Jackson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down, this is Jackson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll try and throw for it with Aikman. Complete to Jason Witten. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Aikman. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas.